Morning all. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, so there is a story. It's a story within the story that in the King Janaka invited scholars from his country, and he said, best of the scholars will get 1,000 young milk-yielding cows with horns decorated with gold, and their nails are decorated with gold. The best of the scholars will get that one. All the ambitious scholars went there wanting to win the prize. And in the court, when everyone came, that King Janaka said, best of the scholars, take this prize. Then everyone was silent. Then Yajnavalkya tells his disciple, take these cows, take them home. Because we have many disciples are studying in our ashram, that they need to be fed with plenty of milk and butter. Take these cows, they will be useful. Then one by one other scholars, they got irritated that how he can claim himself a best of the scholars. That we are the best, but he is claiming himself best. So they challenged him. One by one challenged him. And one of the challenges was posed by another scholar. His name is Uddalaka. Uddalaka's story comes in 3 Upanishads. One is Brihadaranyaka, one is Chandogya, and one is Kathopanishad. And Uddalaka, he challenges that one. And he says another story that as a boy, he grew up in Magadha Desha. Magadha Desha is current Pakistan. He grew up there, he went there to learn about Karma Kanda, that way of worshipping. He went there to learn about that one. And one Gandharva entered into one woman's body and he started teaching. He started teaching that he taught. Do you know what he taught? That is the question. That he stopped at that one and he asked Yajnavalkya to respond. You know what he taught? Uddalaka says he taught about Sutra and Antaryami. Do you know what it means? And Yajnavalkya says, I know what Sutra means, what Antaryami means. And Yajnavalkya responds, the Sutra means Sayesha Atma Antaryami Amritaha. Sayesha Atma Antaryami Amritaha. That it's a Sutra. That Sutra, he talks about Sutra before that one. Sutra means Prana-tattva. Prana-tattva, when the body, it supports everyone. When the prana leaves, entire frame collapses. That everyone is walking, standing, talking, because that prana is there. When the prana leaves, entire personality collapses. That one which holds us together, it is called as prana, that is Sutra. Sutra which holds everything together, it is called as Sutra. And the Antaryami, he says, Antaryami sa yesha atma Antaryami amritaha. The indweller within everyone, it is called as Antaryami. Indweller, it is called as Atma. That in the commentaries of all the acharyas, that Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, that all commented that Sa Yesha Atma Antaryami Narayanaha. That Antaryami Atma means nothing but Narayana. That all the acharyas mentioned about that one. There is no dispute about that one. Antaryami. Antaryami, who is the Antaryami and who is the Prana-tattva? That it's Yajnavalkya responds that one. And we covered this one, that Prana-tattva represents 16. We covered in the previous classes. 18 means the Lord, 17 means Lakshmi, 16 means Prana-tattva. Prana-tattva binds us, binds individual soul, that all the individual souls are bound by 15 things in the life. And 15 things are bound by the soul, our individual soul. 16th is Pranatattva, and 17th is the Lakshmi, and 18th is Narayana. That significance of 18 I covered in the previous class. That 15 things which binds us. What are the things binds us? It talks about, it's 15 things are Kam, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi, Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, Manas, Ahara, Virya, Tapas, Mantra, Karma, Nama, Loka, and Shraddha. That these things binds everyone. That Nama, we are after name. Without name, we can't identify ourselves. And Shraddha, our discipline, that we say that our teacher said this one, or my father, or my grandfather was doing this way, I will do this way. I want to maintain our family tradition. I am bound by that Shraddha. And Nama, Loka. Loka means possession. That we are attached to the home or property, or we identify with India or Sri Lanka or Australia, that binds us. That Australian culture or Indian culture, that it binds us. And tapas means thinking. We always think in the same way. That however somebody says, no, that I will think only in that way. Tapas. And mantra. Mantra means talking. That we talk based on our thinking. And karma. Karma means action. Our action based on our talking. And it's manas and ahara and virya. That we are Indians, we want only spicy food or Indian food. That ahara, food binds us. Without that one, without rice, I can't survive. Without yogurt, I can't survive. Without coffee, I can't survive. Or without tea, I can't survive. That it's ahara, it binds us. That ahara and virya. Virya means stamina. That we think if I eat that one, I get certain nourishment. Today I didn't eat something, I'm feeling very tired. These are the things it binds. That it's a kam. Kam means space and vayu, that particular space, and without proper, it's a ventilation with too hot, too cold, or temperature, water and earth, it binds us. And karmendriya, jnanendriya, our limbs and organs of action, organs of mind binds us. These 15 things are binding us, and our soul is attached to that one. Perchance, if the soul, with the good luck, if it turns its attention to the 18, that 16 takes, 16 means Pranatattva, that Lakshmi unshackles the soul from all the 15 bondages, and the Pranatattva offers the soul to the 18. The 16 takes us to the 18. That is the significance of 18 and significance of the numerology and significance of Brihadaranyaka, what Yajnavalkya talks about in the Janaka's court. And if soul is not turning its attention to the 18, it starts reaping the benefit of good and bad action. It keeps traveling to the heaven or hell and gets the merit or suffering according to its karma. That we have been covering the Bhagavatam, we covered 4 types of infernal lokas. That today we'll cover another 3. Anil Babu, you want to come and read this one?
Glasses.
Okay. Who else? You want to come? Come. It's a 5th chapter in 5th skanda. 5th skanda. Skanda means branches. There are 12 skandas in Bhagavata and 12 main sections. Bhagavata Purana is the cream of all the Puranas. It is the essence of all the Vedas and Upanishads. And Vedavyasa composed Bhagavatam at the last of his all the compositions. Last indicates this is the ultimate, this is the essence of all the Vedas, all the Upanishads and all the learnings. And in the 12 skandhas, 5th skandha talks about various lokas, the soul goes, that higher lokas, lower lokas and infernal lokas. What are the sufferings that it goes through? That if it not doing the right thing, that what are the sufferings? And sixth chapter, it talks about what is the means of atoning our bad karmas or good karmas, that how to atone ourselves. It talks about in the 6th chapter, and 5th chapter we covered 4 lokas, and you read this bit.
Again in the Kumbhipaka, in the region, the servants of Yama fry in boiling oil that merciless fellow, censored even by the Rakshasas, who is actually so cruel as to cook beasts and birds alive. Further, he who is hostile to his father, a Brahmana.
Here Brahmana means not one is by birth. Brahmana means knower of the Brahman. That not Brahmana means you should not take literally, and knower of the Brahman, it says that you should not call that person with the singularly or by his name, his or her name. That itself is showing a disrespect, that you should not call by singular name, or it's a insult that person.
A Brahmana or the Vedas is thrown into the hell called Kala Sutra, a burning level sheet of copper having a circumference of 10,000 yojanas and being excessively heated above and below by the sun and fire, and his mind and body being tormented with hunger and thirst, he continues for as many thousand years as there are hair on the body of a beast, sitting, lying down and rolling about and springing on his feet and running in every direction.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Lie down on your back.